hit the thumbs up, that's a like. Then hit subscribe and hit that bell. Hey folks, parents, do you want to impress your kids? You want to let them know that you know some things about Bluey that they never knew? They'll be like, wow, Mom, wow, Dad, didn't know you knew that. Because they really love Bluey. Anyway, I'm going to not just show your kids how to draw, I'm going to show you how to teach your kids how to draw, and I'm also going to tell you some secret facts about Bluey and her family, things that your kids won't even know, and they'll be so impressed when they hear what you have to tell them. So, get ready, get your kids, just watch. Okay, when drawing the healers, I like to go ahead and draw rounded rectangles. So I'm doing 4 rounded rectangles. If you're wondering about the mother character, at the time from the art I was working from, she was with child. Okay, after I do all the rectangles, now I'm going to do my triangles and my jelly bean shapes for the ears and eyebrows. Get out of there, bug. Had a tiny little bug that wanted to join the video. Okay, I'm working on Dad, finishing up his ears. Drawing his nose and his snout. If you ever wonder why we got the word snout, snout is nose and mouth put together. But the funny thing about drawing any of the healer characters is that they all have these interesting markings. Now, Bluey markings are very similar to Dad's, and Bandit's are very similar to Mom's, with the exception that they have these different colors of age that come through. It looks like Dad has some slightly gray hairs coming through, and then Mom has these brown hairs. Let's call them signs of maturity. Alright, now we also create ovals for the eyes. It's generally one big oval and a 3/4 oval with small little ovals for the pupils. And then we have this wavy line that comes down and around the snout. And you'll notice with Bluey, he has this white line that also comes around and just highlights around the snout. Alright, I'm working on Bluey's sister, eyebrows and ears. It's the first time I ever did all 4 of them together. So it gives me a chance to go from one to another. And you see I have them overlapping. Now I'm doing the stomach marking, which is almost like a very wide rectangle. It's almost like a big rounded rectangle, more so than the body itself. And then they also have these spots on their back. And I'll put them in after I do these rectangles and these paws. There's a spot. It's the bigger one. And now I'm working on that fluffy tail. On Dad. Rectangular legs. Except once you get down to the paw, gotta put this line in for the ankle, and it curves out, but it goes straight at the bottom. Then we have 2 lines to separate the toes. Same thing on the other side. I just gotta be careful because his paw is overlapping the sister. Big oval for her eye, 3/4 oval for the other eye. That's going to hit the snout. Let's put that pupil in. Let's try to do this straight line for the snout. Well, it is on a diagonal. It's going down a little bit. Nose. Nose is almost heart-shaped in a way. Little smiling face on your face. And I'll put these lines in for the markings. One on the left and one on the right. Now in between, I'm going to interject some trivia about the healer dogs. Putting in those fingers, rectangles, line for the ankle, curving out for the paw, straight across, 2 curving lines for the toes. Same thing on the other side. Ankles, lines for the toes. Now, you see Mr. Smith also erases every now and then. There's nothing wrong with correcting your art. That's why I like drawing with pencils, because it allows you to erase. Now when I go to my iPad, I can hit redo or undo. It's the same thing. Okay, working on Mom. Just put a snout in. Working on the markings. Doing the larger full eye. Then I'm going to do the 3/4 eye after I put the pupil in. Alright, we got the smaller eye. Fix a head. Eyebrows. I say they look like little fat jelly beans. Straighten up her head a little bit. Didn't like the shape. Make it a little bit rounder, so I can put those triangle ears in. There we go. That's one. Connect with the marking. Let's put ear number 2. Then after that, you gotta put the little triangles inside of the ear. Okay, we're almost done with Mom. Might as well go hit Bluey. Put his ears in. Eyebrows. Eyebrow. Another triangle for his ear. Want to make him just a little bit wider too. A full size eye. Little pupil. Let's go straight out. Her snout, excuse me. We have 2 sisters. Yes, we do. Curving around, bring the snout around, smiling face. I think this is my third drawing of Bluey and Family, and I'm becoming quite partial to him. I first started drawing, I wasn't watching it that much, but it's kind of fun. I like drawing Bluey. Curving around, putting his spots in, rectangle for his arm. Let's put those hand paws, marking on his belly. Curving around the bottom. Take it on up. Gonna make that snout just a little bit bigger. There we go. Don't want to take anything away from Bluey. Now, at any time, if I'm going too fast with the drawing, just stop it. And you can also repeat it. So parents, if you sit down with your kids, take your time and help them out, and remember the simple shapes. We got rounded rectangles, ovals, and triangles, and other rectangles for the arms and legs. Once you get that, and remember the markings, I believe just about anybody can teach their child how to draw Bluey and her family. Okay, let's talk about Bluey. It is one of the second most streamed shows of 2003. It has like 43.9 billion viewers watching on Disney Plus. All right. It's a family of dogs, and we're watching their different adventures featured around their two daughters, Bluey, Bingo, and the dad and the mom, Bandit and Chili. Now, they are based on real dogs, which are called blue heelers, or it's a red heeler. It's really called an Australian cattle dog. And here's a picture. Now, originally, Rusty was supposed to be the center of the show, but it just so happened that Rusty became a side character and Bluey became the main character of the story. Now, Bluey and Bingo's parents, Bandit and Chili, they both have jobs. Bandit is an archaeologist, which is a playful nod to the fact that dogs like digging up bones. Meanwhile, Chili works part-time at the airport, which is also a nod to the use of sniffer dogs in security, TSA. And you might be wondering about who voices the characters Bluey and Bingo. But the show has been very intentional about keeping the child actors' identities private, and they've never been revealed, which is a great thing to see. The show has such an emphasis on play, and you'll never explicitly see the kids learning or counting. In fact, the show is the first of its kind depicting unstructured childhood play. The delightful Healer family games throughout the show, everything from freezing to magic statues to keepy uppy, were often inspired by real life games played by Joe Brown, the show originator, and his family. However, there is one game that didn't make the cut, which definitely seems to be a blessing in disguise for the parents. This episode was called Tickle Crabs, where the kids play these little crabs that go and tickle parents.